Okay, today we're going to be taking a look at the heavy and waterproof BF injection on Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now this car only appears in one mission, and that is the chase, which you get from Ricardo Diaz. Okay, so once you start the mission, just skip through the cutscene there. Unless you've not played the game before, of course, you might want to watch the cutscene just to get a feel for the storyline, of course. But if you're like me and you've played this game like 1,000 times before, then of course you can just skip right past it. Next thing to do is just grab a car. I came here in a BF injection. Oh, that's weird, the wall's disappeared. That's fine, don't worry. But there's usually an Infernus parked right outside Diaz's mansion, which you can just take if you don't have a car already. So we're just going to make our way to the pink marker on the map. As you can see, it's a really nice day in Vice City today. Might as well just explore, admire the scenery during the journey. Oh, try not to crash into that palm tree there. Always got to watch out for cars coming on the other side of the road. When you cross over that bridge, could end in disaster. Okay, so once you're here, just stop in the pink marker. The game will tell you to have a look through the thief's window. Do that, of course you can skip this little cutscene just by spamming X if you're playing on PS2 like me. So you'll run up to the roof, and now what you want to do is just start sprinting immediately. Don't sprint for that little bit, you see where I dropped down that ledge? If you do sprint too fast, Tommy will jump off and do a forward roll, which will waste a bit of time. It's very important that we're quick here. So if you just tap X rather than holding it down, then what you can actually do is achieve infinite sprint, and by doing that you can actually outrun the thief to his own car. Actually, another cutscene is supposed to play there, but if you run fast enough, the cutscene just doesn't play whatsoever. So if you get down there as fast as you can, then you can actually steal this BF injection, which, to be honest, you're never supposed to drive. And, oh, he's dead. Okay. So, so I think his mate just shot him dead. So that's not what's supposed to happen. I'll just recap quickly on what usually happens. So if you just kind of rewind back, this is another separate attempt. So I steal the car, pull the driver out, the passenger gets out. Now what you want to do is you want to drive over to this wall to block the driver's side door, and there you go, that's what usually happens. So if you drive off fast enough, then he can't kick you out of the driver's seat. Now two things can happen here. If you keep your speed up, you can drive the thief to his own hideout, but if you let your speed drop, as I have done here by accident, then the thief will actually take over driving the car. It's a very weird situation. So you won't have any control of the car, but you'll still be in the driver's seat, which is just so strange. Anyway, so basically what he's doing now is he's driving you to his own hideout, and bear in mind that this mission is all about finding out where he lives, basically. So he's just showing you where he lives. Very convenient for us. Okay, so once the mission ends, you want to just hop in and out of your BF injection, otherwise the controls lock up and it won't let you drive it. So, once you've got control of it, the first thing to note is that the car is heavy, and what heavy means in the Grand Theft Auto universe is that basically you can just ram any other car off the road with more ease than you could do in any other normal car that you'd get off the streets. No other car is slowing me down, I can just bash anything out of the way. However, like with other cars, it does take damage, so I've just gone in pay and spray here, just to fix it up. So, okay, so one thing is that it's heavy, but it actually has another even better quality. There are other heavy cars in the game, and sadly none of them are obtainable, which means that if you try to store any of them in your garage, the heavy quality will disappear, unfortunately. Though as long as you don't take them to your garage, you can just drive around in them, smash stuff up for as long as you want until you want to save the game. Or reload, for example. So the other quality, as I mentioned earlier, is that it's waterproof, and what that means is that you can drive into any area of water on Vice City and the car won't drown, which means that you won't drown either, which is obviously very convenient, because back in these days, of course, the main character in the Grand Theft Auto series could not swim. So Claude and Tommy, obviously the first swimming character was CJ in San Andreas. So if you go too far into the water, you will fall through like this. But don't worry, it's all good. After a few moments, the game will put you back on the road, pretty close to where you left off. I don't know why it said loading there, by the way, that was a bit worrying. I did think the game was going to crash, but fortunately, it didn't. We even got an insane stunt bonus there, which was nice. So, the point of it is, other than, it being pretty fun, you can actually get to areas that are previously inaccessible, like these rocks here. So as you can see, I'm actually under the water now, so Tommy's not dying. So you can only die when you jump in the water and you actually pass through the surface. So what we've done here is we've gone through the surface, and now because Tommy is so far underneath the surface of the water, he actually will not die, so you can potentially stay here for as long as you like. So let's just take a look at the little fishies. Very nice. Okay, so as previously mentioned, unfortunately, if you do try to garage this car, it won't just be its heavy property that goes. That's a nice sunset, by the way. It will unfortunately get rid of its waterproof quality as well. So I'll just show you, just to be sure. As I say, it is pretty unfortunate that this happened, but you know, at least if you have a save game that's close to the mission, the chase, you can at least come back to it anytime you want to just mess around in the waterproof BF injection, really. So here we are, after we've saved the game and we've stored it in our garage and we've taken it back out. Unfortunately, it loses this quality, but hey, still fun to play around with. Thanks for watching.